Hey everybody, it's Mr. Fred, please. Sensei Fred or Mr. Fred, however you know me, or show enough. We are here in the sweatshop here in Mounts Corner, South Carolina, and we're going to go through a technique called intellectual departure. Intellectual departure, okay? So intellectual departure is a beginning level technique for adults, and it's in the yellow belt. For the kids, it's going towards orange belt. So this is the first time that you're learning how to defend yourself from a fighting position. So not everybody teaches intellectual departure, but I think it's a super important technique. So here we are in our fighting guard, okay? We're trying to not engage. We're telling them, please stay away, please stay away, please stay away, okay? They don't want to listen. And what they do is they shuffle off and throw a very fast front leg kick. Now, we learned in deflecting hammer to step back into our right neutral and block. But here's the problem. I'm already in the neutral. So if I try to step back and block, I'm in big trouble. I'm going to wind up getting hit. So I'll demonstrate that real quick. Fighting guard for me. Okay? So here I am. I'm telling him, fighting guard. Okay? I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. He gives me a quick front snapping kick. Ah! And I don't have time to move. Okay? So I'm going to try to step back one more time. Ready? Go. Ah! He's got me. So what do I do? If I can't step back,
you step to the other
right.
neutral.
Show them, please, quickly. Show us what you just did. Yep. So remember, stepping away doesn't always mean step back. Sometimes it means step off to an angle. So in this case, I'm going to go from my strong right neutral facing 12 o'clock to my same neutral, but this time I'm facing, say, 11:30 or 10:30 in Kempo terms. So I'm in my fighting guard, okay? They're right in front of me, and I'm facing towards 12 o'clock. They're coming at me. Whoops! Now I'm facing 10:30. Now, if you notice what my assistant is doing here, he's doing what's called a downward outward block. So from here, if I can move fast enough, since it's a kick, I could try to do this, but it would actually defeat my purpose. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go from out to in what they call a scoop block or a downward outward block. Okay, show again please quickly. Show me downward outward. You got it. Okay, so from that downward outward block, he's going to turn, throw a rear kick and a chop. Okay, which is what he did. All right, so from the fighting guard, we're going to show. Face me please. Or actually no, let's face the camera. So they're coming at us, right? We're going to move from point A, which is 12 o'clock, to point B, which is 10:30. Our blocks are going to go down and out. Now this turns me a little bit. So from here, it opens up a line for a perfect back kick. And again, I'm going to take that back kick to either the groin or the chest. Boom. Now when I land, my hand is down here. Other hand protecting the computer, but this hand is here. So instead of trying to do an upward chop or an inward chop, I'm going to come 45 degrees. Bam. Okay? So instead of, should I say, an outward chop or an inward chop, I'm going to do what's called an upward chop. Now, from that fighting guard, okay, I'm angry at him. I'm going to catch this little guy, right? Now, I'm going to be fast, so I'm usually coming right off the front leg. He's going to scoop. Now, this opens me wide up. Now, I'm wide open, so he fires that rear kick. Oops! Now, from here, throws that chop. It's quick and it's clean, okay? It also makes a good sparring technique, fighting guard for me. So if you got somebody who is a strong and they like to do that front kick, okay? From here, he can do that same scoop, but then throw a back knuckle. Boom. Or side kick, back knuckle. You got it. And there we would just change our target. So intellectual departure shows that you have to use your brain to get out of this situation. So again, we're in the fighting guard, okay? They're coming at us. They're coming at us strong with that front snapping kick, quick kick. So we have to be quicker than them by moving, okay? Now, notice my body's turned. I still got the cover hand, still protecting the computer. From the ground, I fire that rear kick. Boom! Now from here, the chop goes up on a 45-degree angle. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wrong. The answer is 6. I'm kidding. Wait a minute. Where else have you done a block, a kick, and a chop? Huh. Could it be?
Sword of destruction.
Or?
Delayed sword.
Or delayed sword. Now, intellectual departure is delayed sword flipped upside down. I'm going to break it down real quick for you, okay? Delayed sword. I'm attacking from the front. He says, gotcha, steps back, does an inward block, a front snapping kick, outward chop. Now, we're going to take those motions, we're going to flip them upside down. Fight a guard for me. Okay? I'm going to attack him quick. Instead of doing an inward block, he's going to do the reverse or block flipped upside down, which is called a downward outward. Scoop. Now, instead of a front kick, he's going to do a front kick flipped upside down, and that's a rear kick. Instead of doing an outward chop, he's going to turn it to a 45-degree angle and catch that upward chop or obscured chop. So, in the original system, Ed Parker had delayed sword at number 1. Intellectual departure is actually number 11, meaning it is one at the top, one at the bottom, flipping each other upside down, or it's 1.1. So the variation flipped, okay? So again, intellectual departure. They're facing, we're fighting, and actually I'll face here, okay? They're coming at us, the fight is in front of us. They throw that snapping kick, we scoop it, downward, outward block. Notice, covering, firing the rear kick, boom, here comes the chop, bam. 1, 2, 3.
Get away from me.
You got it, okay? That is called intellectual departure. Go ahead and practice.
What'd you do for go ahead?